Ah, I hope I'm live. Okay, I think so. Yes. I hear the game, I hear me. Oh, Coolair and Exodus. Hello. Lala says, hey, oh, Gray, hi. Hi, Lala. Hi, Exodus. Hi, Coolair. Lala says, darn it. It's all good, Lala. Just starting off on the right foot tonight, that's all. Oh, Hatun says, oh, there is a guy on my screen. Hey, Hatun. Welcome. I am the guy on your screen, I guess. Hello, it is me, Grayson Allen. I am still looking quite dank, I must say so myself. And we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Grora, Coolair, and Tiny Gremlin are already here in game with me. Good to see everybody. I may have panicked and realized that my inventory was maxed out, and so I was trying to spend a few minutes emptying that out real quick. I sold some stuff, and hopefully I have enough empty inventory to get through the stream today, as it is our constant, desperate state of being. Exit says, dude, Bleach's new season is so good. Oh yeah, the new season's been coming out for that. Is that actually good? Worth watching? So I used to watch Bleach like way back in the day. I probably gave up. I mean, quite a while back. Probably around the Arrancar arc, I think, is when I finally gave up on the show because it was getting way too long. That was back when it was like airing weekly. I watched that show a long time ago. I did like it though. Like the first few seasons were quite good, I thought. Wu J says howdy, howdy Wu J. Lala says, I was wondering where you ran off to. Look, Lala, I have to. I mean, I'm not going to show my inventory on screen if I can help it, because I don't want people to get mad at me. But trust me that I have at least 6 or 7 empty slots now. Toon says, RIP my inventory, no space. It says, yeah, Roncar was second to last arc. Main arc, anyway. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting, and I enjoyed it well enough. I just, it was getting so long, and, like, watching that show weekly was, like, so painful, because it felt like hardly any progress happened from episode to episode. And so waiting a whole week in between to get, like, 3 minutes of, like, story advancement, I just kind of gave up on it, but... Well, it says, looks like we're on YouTube again. Darn it, Twitch app. Hey, Lola. You're all red and stuff. Howdy. Larry says, I gave up on the show and just read it instead. Coolair, that might be the smart way to do it, honestly. Like, I've... I used to have a problem with people who are kind of like the manga snobs. Like, the people like, oh, I prefer reading the story because the anime does it wrong. I used to not like that attitude, but like, as I've gotten more and more impatient with certain series, I have increasingly switched to manga and light novels. So I kind of understand that. I really love light novels, actually. I've been reading a lot of light novels. That's like all my free time. For better or worse. Oh, hey, Soma. I must bow. Okay. I did it. Which is his furniture, just dump it with your retainers. So I only have one retainer. I think I can get a second one for free or for like in-game like gil or something. I need to do that because my first retainer is almost full up as well, actually. I need to sit down and figure out like what I actually need in my inventory. I'm sure I have a lot of garbage that I could just get rid of. Exit says the new season is so emotional and the graphical quality is like a whole nother level. I mean, I do kind of want to watch Bleach because I feel like, I mean, I'll probably try to like maybe speed read the manga and then try to watch the final season. So, I mean, I committed to that show for like 200 something episodes. I feel like I should see it through to the end, nothing else. Well, it says, I was reading Bleach a while ago, I barely remember anything past a certain point. Fair enough. But it says, I prefer the shows with the manga let me go at my pace. That's fair. I can definitely respect that. Exit says, then they have a new spin-off called Burn the Witch, which takes place in the same universe with wizards and witches. Really, there's a spin-off sequel to Bleach? That's actually really fascinating to me. So, I mean, I do really like the, was it like the mangaka, the author of that series? Like, I feel like their overall ability to like create a world, like their world building is great. They really like to make a lot of characters though, is the main problem. Like, Bleach had so many characters and it's hard to keep track of anything. AC says you can only do so much reading a book. Anime delivers a story in a different way. That is true. Tekkun says the novels tend to have more context compared to the anime or even the manga. Yeah, Tekkun, I agree. I love light novels. They're an obsession. Tekkun says you can have 2 for free. Okay, that's good to know. Hold on, I think I just saw... Oh, that's probably fine. There's a spider dangling around in the corner. I'll worry about that later. Ouija says, yep, 2 retainers. Allah says, I randomly owned the first Goblin Slayer light novel. I think I got it for free or something. Allah says, so many reasons for the $2 Shonen Jump app. Yeah. There you go. Exit says, Tite Kubo? Oh, is that the name of the author? Ace says, oh yeah, found out Campfire Cooking in Another World is getting an anime. It's the series I'm reading. I really want to read Campfire Cooking. That one looks really good. I'm really interested in that one. I haven't quite got around to it yet, but it is on my to-do list for sure. But yes, anyway, we are here. We are Final Fantasying it up in the floating islands, as you do. I forget, are these the Vanu Vanu? No, that's not Vanu Vanu, it's something Vanu. Zundu Vanu? I can't remember how they say their names here. Yes, we're here in the village. They were attacked last stream, but we stopped the Empire from doing their dastardly Empire things. And now we must sail off into the even more sky island that's somewhere up that way, I think. We found the lost kingdom of Azys Law, and we must make our way there to find the secrets of the world or whatever we're doing here. Casey says, some series, though, I feel should end on a good note, like Inuyasha or Naruto. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah. And the sad thing, like, Naruto really did just, like, go on forever and a half, unfortunately. And it just got to the point where, like, that was another one, like, I just stopped caring after a while. Like, I was super invested, and then it was just so long and so much, and I just couldn't anymore. And I feel like Inuyasha, I mean, Inuyasha did end on a good note. And then, I mean, they have the sequel series Yashahime, which just is not as good. Where am I going? Ow, stop, don't. Wait, am I... Is it down over there? No, it's not. It's up. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Where did I... Oh no. Hold on, I need to... check my journal here. Is it up there? Ooh. Oh, it is up there. We're figuring this out. Sorry, I need to find where oh. Hi, Cooler. I'm gonna beat you. Yes, yeah, so we need to go meet up with Sid Garland to continue on our way to Azys Law. The even more floating island, I guess. It's even more floating than this one, I guess, apparently. Atun says, Vanu is the race, Zundu is the tribe. Okay, something like that. I was kind of on the right track then. People are chatting about Food Wars. I've heard about Food Wars. I've never watched that one, actually. I've heard interesting things about it. Kulair says, the race is Vanu Vanu, the tribe is Zundu. That's right. Exit says, you don't want to be... I don't understand what Exis is referring to. Peanut butter squid tentacles. Buddha says, don't forget to do the blue quest to unlock flying. That's... I really did walk past the blue quest, didn't I? Oops. He says, you need to learn your tribes. There's so many tribes, AC, it's impossible. Also says, both Inuyasha and Naruto got weird kids sequels. That's kind of true, isn't it? Like, what is that with anime, like, having, like, a sequel where it's like, oh, now it's their kid having an adventure? I mean, I don't know, it can work. I cannot think of a sequel where it has worked off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's possible. Like, sorry. Ooh, there. Ooh, okay, I'm back. He says Boruto's actually getting better now, Lala. He says that's why they should have ended Lala. He says rather you need to learn tribal politics. This Food Wars gray, you'll understand when you see it, lol. He says Boruto doesn't exist, it can't hurt you. Can't watch Food Wars, I cringe. These are all fair points, and I gotta say, like, I mean, I don't, with Boruto, like if it is getting that's good to hear. For those who want more Boruto, it's hard for me to watch a series where people are like, oh, well, the show starts bad, but it'll get good. Like, it's because like there's so many anime these days, and so many anime are just all good. Like, they just start good and they stay good. That it's hard for me to want to go watch a series that starts bad and eventually gets better. Like, unless it's like a really interesting premise, it's like I barely have time to watch all the good anime. Like, I don't know, it's a whole thing. AC says Spice and Wolf sequel. Actually, AC, speaking, I would absolutely, like, what is it? It's Wolf and Parchment, right? Spice and Wolf sequel. I actually probably will. I think I bought a bunch of the light novels, and I want to read Wolf and Parchment, because I've heard that's actually a very good sequel. So I agree with that. I probably agree with that, AC. That's probably a good one. And this is which is what so many people say about ARR. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's from my perspective, ARR was fine. It wasn't like, there was definitely like some flaws with it, but like it was overall good enough that I wanted to keep playing it. It was never a problem of like not liking what was happening. It says, I want a Rurouni Kenshin sequel, but it'll never happen due to the author's downfall and revealed crimes. There says FF14 1.0 is terrible, look where we are now. And he says, I'm a foodie, food is an art as well, and Food Wars defiles it. Gordon Ramsay level of tongue lashing right there. I mean, yeah, Food Wars is interesting. But alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started on the story here, just to start doing some stuff. One good turn. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you. We did it. Where did we get the golden white Magitech armor, by the way? Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azys Law lies in that direction, we'll find it. I nod my head. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see. Cool. Quest accepted. Well, how many times have we like seen like a new area open up and just immediately been able to go there? It feels like there's always like 1,000 things on the way of us between like point A and point B. Hi, Lucia. Who's your friend?
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances.
Is she Garlean? She's hiding her forehead, I just realized. She's not from Ishgard. Hold on. Lucia. Secrets? I knew it. Aha. Gasp. We're all modestly shocked. Hey.
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Haven't we met somebody with the last name Junius before? Am I crazy?
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia! That's right. There's that Livia something Junius. She died, I think. Oops.
Livia? Livia Sas Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Gasp.
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths.
Oh.
Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Okay.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate.
This is a more in-depth backstory than I would have expected for Olivia, or Lucia. She didn't seem like she was ever going to be like a terribly important character.
Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. It was his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him. But I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
How did she even manage to, like, infiltrate Ishgard as, like, somebody who clearly wasn't from Ishgard? Like, how does that possibly happen?
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
On account of us having probably killed her. Although, the track record so far in people who actually died during ARR is getting more and more sketch.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
That's surprisingly reasonable.
I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
I guess he hides his thing
Chief,
too with his
We
glasses.
should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azys Law should be.
Sure, Wedge, whatever you say.
Hold on, everyone! Look! I think that's it!
It's a little smoggy today. Oh, that's a big island.
Chief, is that... Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What a shocker. It's the Alligans again.
What was that?
Garbage plot device, probably.
Some sort of barrier.
Oh, what a shocker. We can't go in without a key? I can't believe it. Shh, we're gonna die. Oh no.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
Not the Enterprise.
Propeller.
Not the Enterprise,
Sid,
no.
It's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
Oh, but
Damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
great. Well, I'll just have to make another key, I guess. The Holy Sea of Ishgard, the pillars. Oh, hey, we're here now. Azys says most Garleans all have white, silver, blonde hair as a common color. Claire says you killed her. Claire, don't look. There's no no evidence of any killing. I can't have this on my record. Look. He says, Livia's a nut, rather was. Sad woman she was. Tune says it's easy. Casey says, Goe is designed usually for those with civil leadership rights, but also knows for some with spy training thing. Don't quote me on that. It's not a big island in the middle, it's a ship. The rest are islands. Ah, okay. Well, it says, dang Alligans. Claire says, always the Alligans. AC, the 3 A's racing. The 3 A's. He said, everything wrong is always the 3 A's. The Asians, the Alligans, and, Alphinaud. Those are 3 A's. I'd believe it. Alphinaud. Sid's piloting under pressure was a marvel to behold. And may I never have the opportunity to do so again. Great, good. God, just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache. Great, good. Lucia. What could be out there that would want the personal attention of the Emperor himself? I don't know. Your Emperor. Former Emperor. I wonder, does she have a name? So, is the implication that Lucia somehow smuggled this armor in? Like, when she first infiltrated Ishgard? How did she get this through, like, frickin' border inspections or whatever, customs? She's like, oh, this is my carry-on luggage or something. How did... Because I don't think, like, so far from what I understand, like, Ishgard's not really a place that, like, people, like, immigrate to, right? Like, I don't know if there's really... Like, as far as, like, the religious stuff goes, I don't know if they really do, like, missionary work, per se, where they, like, convert people and bring them in. It seems like they're pretty much closed off to folks. So how does... I don't know. He says, Livia killed Naraxis, so I call it even. Was it Livia that killed all these people? Is that the canon? I can't even remember. Oh, was there a cutscene about that, maybe? I don't know. Hatun says you can use self-defense. Livia attacked you first. Oh, it says rude, my poor boy. Look, Alphinaud... I mean, we can all agree that the Crystal Braves are about 80% Alphinaud's fault, so, I mean, am I really that wrong? Tekun says he has a point, though. Claire says maybe she had it hidden somewhere. Exodus says, why didn't you save Archivant, though? Great. Exodus, look, I was busy, and honestly, there's a lot of blood spurting everywhere, and I didn't want to get on my white clothes, okay? It would have been a real shame if I had gotten this jacket soaked through with blood. So, I mean, it was a real shame what happened to Archivant, but there's nothing I could do. I can't afford that kind of a dry cleaning bill. Tekun says they have closed the borders because of the war. Okay. AC says, I think Magic Reapers can also fly to a degree, so maybe that's how? Maybe. This is base. Toon says she may have staged something, used the armor as some sort of ploy as Garlanes and Kurthis. He says Garlanes can pass off as hero, even still she's an outsider still devoted to Ishgard. Unless I should have died it right after the fall. Honestly, I hurt myself typing that. Oh no, Lala. Can't cause yourself psychological damage, that's not how that works. Let's talk to Sid. We barely finished repairing the damage incurred during a sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. Yeah, that key actually is kind of pertinent, as it turns out. The faith that drives us. Oops. Not it. For every day I spend in the sky, it feels as though I spend a week on the ground. Poor Sid. He just wants to fly his ship and everything's always exploding it. This is Lala, why you do this? Unless it's a hurt itself in its confusion. And she says, also remember, Garlanes can't do magic, so I find it impressive she kept her identity a secret. Is that really a thing? Is that true? Garlanes don't get the magical stuff? That's kind of interesting. Exit says, I don't think that's revealed yet, is it? I mean, I don't think the Garlanes are kind of like a vague, some things have been explained, and some things have been kind of not worried about yet. He says, Grace, and I forgot, who's your patron god? It should be in the character tab. I believe my character, or my patron god, is Alphic. Yeah, Althic. But let's be honest. If you could have a patron god who is all thick, I mean, that's who you pick as your patron god. I don't care what the other options are. Well, it says they're really strong though, and said should be the dead giveaway. He says I thought it was revealed in Stormblood, I forget. And it says all thick, nice. It says the game will explain everything eventually. Of course, Alphinaud. Alphinaud appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. An engineering enterprise. Oh boy, do we get to fix a ship? That's my favorite quest line the game has to offer. I'm so glad we get to do it so many times. Assuming Sid is correct, I love how far up Alphinaud has to look at me, and how far down I look at him. This is as it should be. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azys La. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, and we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. Sure, sure. Good luck with that. Hi, everyone. What do you have to talk about? That's another quest I'll do eventually. At some point I'll start doing just like, have my side streams be like side quests. I'll try to figure out what are like the interesting ones worth doing on stream. Because there's a lot of quests that need doing. The Tribunal? No, it's by the Forgotten Knight, isn't it? Yeah, Forgotten Knight. I know where I'm going. He says Garlean's having no magic is not a big secret. I mean, it makes sense. It explains a lot of things. It says kind of why they rely heavily on Magitech. It says, well, I picked it up because of the ARR trailer. Well, it says, I also have Althic as my patron. Was there something from Althic in the ARR trailer? I don't remember. He says, his buyer got the builder. My god, his buyer got the builder. Nice. Tekron says, there's a lot of lore that explained by offhanded comments from side characters, though. This is by the Forgotten Knight, yes. It says, side quests provide a lot of lore as well. Yeah, I think it might be fun to like do like side quest streams every now and then. I mean, obviously, like I don't want to interrupt the flow of like the main scenario quests too much. But maybe that'd be something worth looking into. Like maybe after. What level quest is this right now? Ah, you returned, Sir Emmerich, and the others await you within. Can I see what level this quest is? Oh, yeah, probably not. It's a level... That's so many. Level 57. Oh, am I over halfway through Heavensward? So I assume level 60 will be the end of Heavensward, right? Is that correct? iTunes says, well... it says when Luiswa sends them away, if you look closely, it shows their symbol. Yeah, I know it has like the ring of symbols that surround Bahamut during the trailer, right? We just says, yep, Garlean's developed Magitech and Cerulean-powered stuff to compensate. AC says, Althic is the god of space and time, and Luiswa used a spell with his symbol to warp the Warriors of Light off in the battlefield into the future. Hey, thematically appropriate. The Warrior of Light should always be worshipping the Althic, then. We ever get to like see like actually I feel like we've seen like statues of Halone. Are there like visual representations for like the other gods like throughout the game? Like when you get to like certain areas like relevant to them? I'd be curious to see like what Althic is represented as being like. There says there are 6 zones per expansion. How many have you gone to that will give you a rough idea of where you are? So I mean I've gone to... I mean, if Ishgard counts as a zone, I've been to Ishgard, I've been to, like, the Western Expanse. It's, like, that huge snowy area. I've been to Cloud Top. I've been to the Churning Mists. and the land below that. I mean, and probably like Azys probably is Area 6. It's Area 5 or 6 anyway. So it says, you know what's weird? Garlanes no use magic and a certain sand can't manipulate either. Aether? Ether? Do we know of anybody that can't manipulate? Anyway. Blair says Ishgard is just a hub city. Okay, so Ishgard isn't counted as zones. We're probably like on Area 4 or 5 then. If we count Azys once we get there. Temple says, you are returned, Sir Emmerich, and the others await you within. Nacy says, in compensation, Garlanes are naturally stronger than regular people and have some sense of spatial awareness. I suspect it's why they can't wear ridiculous helmets. Drat. Oh, it's why they can wear ridiculous helmets. Oh, they're superior to the Viera in every way. You'd think that with my ears that go on for a mile, I'd have plenty of spatial awareness, and I could wear as many helmets as I want. And it says unnaturally large shoulder armor. But yeah, the freaking Garlanes wear like ridiculous anime armor, I have to say. Can I go in, please? There we go. They can wear without obstructing their field of vision. Lucia? If the Empire has an interest in Azys, we have all the more reason to hurry. I have not seen its secrets fall into the hands of either the Archbishop or the Emperor. And these are fair points. I swear, wherever there's an Allegan ruin, there's trouble just waiting to happen. I suppose that's why they erected such damnably convoluted defenses around everything. Though we know little and less of Azys, one thing is plain. The Archbishop and the Garlanes cannot be allowed to avail themselves of its secrets. Welcome back, my friend. And pray forgive me my earlier display. I grieve for my son still, and shall continue to do so, but I have resolved to be strong. It is what he would have wished. Oh, Arshifont's still dead. Forgot about that. Oh, Tekun says... There's a statue of Nald Thul in Ul'dah. I don't know off the top of my head if there's a statue of every garden, though, but there are some around. They also have a class that wields 2 shields, says Cooler. That's true. Well, says Western Highlands, Dravonian Forest, Land, Sea of Clouds, Turning Mists. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 4 areas then. He says Garlanes put guns on everything. That says that's where we've been. This says, has the game revealed which scion... That has not been revealed, Exodus. I don't even think that's been a thing that it's been suggested as of being. So, probably shouldn't be speculating on such stuff that hasn't even been hinted at. Let's talk to Emmerich.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most.
Of course it is.
Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate.
And you're still mad about that, Sid? Your airship breaks all the time.
As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Probably not.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
Yeah, we usually just go for quantity over quality around here. That's for sure.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
And then get stuck inside. You're right, Sid. This is a great plan.
How?
Gasp.
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Didn't we make a sword of pure ether the other day? When we had to, like, fight that one guy who was an a-hole?
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
Gasp.
An Archon? Truly?
I hope it's Thancred. Or Archon's different, wait.
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram.
I nod my head.
Wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Hey. He made a reference to a title that we know about. I sure do love plans involving building bigger and better airships. It's my favorite. Oop, okay. Oh, hey, Draconic. Because who else up heaven sing the award? Smo says, sorry, Preston, I didn't know what it did. Smo, have you done something? Drukan says, you just like the realm. Drukan says, no way. AC says, you can go back to being Dragoon now, Grayson. That's true, I could be a Dragoon again. I need to make sure that Estinian likes me and thinks I'm super cool and attractive. This is important. Smo says, I fixed it quickly. Cool, thank you, Smo. Smo says, just cleared chat, it seems. Oops. That'll happen. Oh, that reminds me, to Exodus, just in the future, try not to do like hints to future events if you can help it, okay? Like, if you're not sure if something's happened yet, maybe just don't mention it at all. And don't try to, like, hint at it or anything either. Because even just hinting at things, it's not exactly a spoiler, but it starts making me think in that direction. Which kind of it'll ruin twists later, because now I'm aware that such a thing is happening in the future. So just try to be careful in the future. So I said that just already happened. Lol, my bad. It's all good, Exodus. Just try to. If you're not sure, maybe just better safe than sorry with things. Aces, Nabrialis, and we don't have Tupsamati for the Ether collection. Oh, that's right. We had to have like a super special crystal to make that thing. I mean, that was a super condensed beam of ether, that's for sure. It says, man, my level 70 armor makes me look like a monster from the Black Lagoon. Wujay says, our Grayson is a smart dude. Aw, thanks, Wujay. I don't know why and how you think this, but okay. Atune says, but it's very nice armor, Lala. Wait, Lala, where are you? I need a... Where is this fancy armor of whomst everyone is bespeaking? Alright, this is important. I don't think you're wearing your armor right now. I've been tricked. Ace says, we needed Mo and Brita to forge that ether beam. Unless it's maybe not on Lala's. He says, huh? Exa says, it's glasses, that's why he's smart. Dragon says, I'm on my way over to your server as we speak. Cool, Draconic. Feel free to come on over. I should probably go talk to Tataru. Is everyone saying that Tataru is being happy? And Tataru's happiness is either good or bad sometimes. Depends. Oh, it says I changed, come back. Jeepers. That is pretty... You know what? That's very scary, Lala. Very intimidating right now. I would definitely not mess with somebody who walked up to me looking like that. Azys says, every time I'm here, Tataru wants tater tots. Let's talk to Alphinaud. She may not spend her day slaying primals, but Tataru is no less a scion than you or me. Froloft has her knack for acquiring information proven vital to our endeavors. Great. Azys says, the Lalafels have such short legs, so the armor barely shows when they wear it. Have you seen a flying potato and dragon armor? They're so bouncy. And aerodynamic. Now that is like the funny thing. Like, I freaking love like the walk cycle that Lalafell have. Because like they're so like they have like swagger when they walk. It's almost like they don't have knees or something the way they do it. Like, it's very funny. It's just like the least intimidating thing there is. Yeah, exactly like that, Lala. Thank you. Welcome back, Grayson. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? I gesture with the hand. In a second hand, and she's shocked. It's a two-hand explanation. So you finally arrived at Azys, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Grayson. We'll get to Azys yet. Hooray! Exit says, I made a Lala name Potato-Sputus. Nice. Good job, Exodus. Ethereal Trail. Tataru is eager to share her progress in the search for the missing scions. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarupin to have the tunnels searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Menphiliath anchored in Y'shtola, was it not? I nod my head. Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. Phew, I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Dun, 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 dun. Lala says, my first Lala was called Lala Oopsie. He says, the game makes a difference. At the meme as well in flavor text for some items about Lalafels and potatoes. Great. Please. There we go. It says, not much difference in your name here. Yeah, that's where the names around here came from. Lala Oopsie, like after the Teletubbies. That's true, I guess there was a Teletubby named Lala, wasn't there? Did the Teletubbies have any last names, though? I don't remember that part. I just remember there was the... I think Lala was the yellow one, right? The Popoto in-game potatoes, says Hatun. Les says no, because making a Lala was an oopsie because I'd said I wasn't going to make one. Is this 14's version of the potato. Popote. Fair enough. Orianger. As thou art returned to us, wherefore might our comrades not be the same? Never shall I concede them lost till I have seen proof of their passing. Sure, sure. Anyone else I need to talk to? Well, I guess we're... Talk to Pippin. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarupin. You saved a Grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the Mineral Concern's cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Yikers. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphinaud. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. Gasp, it's a stick. He stole his wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. What is he doing? Oh, he's scanning it with his supervision. 'Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely? The very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the life stream. Flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the life stream, and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest you managed to escape. Would that it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Charlene forbade the use of the spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the lifestream, never to emerge. What? No, you can't mean... be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage had left traces in the lifestream. Could we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Sildith excavation site, then. Thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. We all nodded our heads. He says, remember, no body or hunt-screen death equals no death. This is true, AC. We all know this to be true. Hi, Pippin. Would that I could be of more assistance, but our nation's resources are stretched thin. Be that as it may, do not hesitate to contact me if there's aught I can do. Dracon says not because in anime they'll straight up show it and then it won't matter anyways. See? Exactly, Draconic. That is why Teleji Adeleji is definitely coming back. You just watch and wait. AC says anime are such teases about death. It's not like Game of Thrones where they aren't afraid to kill off characters. AC says that wand is a branch now. Even kids who play with broken branches can now cast magic. Well, says I think Ymita's wand is similar to that one. The tune says twin wands from the same tree. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd kind of be thematically appropriate, right? Since they're relatives and whatnot. Because Sylphie has the same wand as well. Sylphie was... Wait a minute. Oh no, Sylphie was from the Conjurer quest, wasn't she? I think of the right Sylphie? That brat who was like super useless throughout the whole Conjurer quest line? As well, says Exodus. AC says if thaumaturgists can use petrified lizards as a wand, then they could be like Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures, chanting Chumo Kukwai Fai Doizoi. The tune says yes. Interesting. Okay, anyway, I'm just like running in a circle for no reason. Okay, we're gonna go to Blackbrush Station, and then to whatever that thing is over there. This way. Perfect. No, that was... Wait. I can fly! God, praise be to Realm Reborn. I have the power of flight here. Also, says I completely removed Sylphie from my brain. This is that thing is where you escape the bloody banquet. Yeah, I remember this. This is Ogre, I want to show you my monk when you get a chance. Yeah, sure. I'll probably do that a bit later on. Tataru says. If our friends weren't in the tunnel, that must mean they're somewhere else. Sure. Simply being here calls to mind the events of that fateful day. Sure. Orianger. Evidence of Y'shtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. I nod my head. Okay, and? Fancy goggles. Engage. Might help if you took off your hood. Maybe, Orianger? Increase your potential vision. Trying to be Assassin's Creed. Okay. The trail leadeth to the north and east, under the bosom of the Twelveswood. I wouldn't even notice the direction of it. Are you certain? He nods his head. Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the aether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, ne'er to be reformed. We're all mildly shocked by this news. We've no time to waste. Orianger, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Grayson, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. We all nod our heads. Going... which way? This way. He says, do you think it was a good idea for the game to get rid of wands and shields after level 50 and replace them with staffs instead? This is kind of interesting. He says, Alexa, play monkey magic. He says the great Assassin's Creed crossover in 15 was not very good. There was a crossover? Like an official crossover? That's super wacky. Huh. I know I could have taken the crystal, but there's no time now. I've set on my path. And this is what I'm doing. Asa says the Twelveswood is really far away from Ul'dah, a serious number of malms. Yeah, I don't know how they like looked towards that cliff and were like, oh, that's where the Twelveswood is. I was like, isn't there like other things between there and there? Hold on, Y'shtola, we're coming for you. Alphinaud? It is said that the elementals perceive the life stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its mist, they may be able to find her, but if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Kane Senna without delay. Sure. I forgot something important. I am Dragoon now. I am a Dragoon. I forgot I was supposed to be doing this for thematic reasons. I got distracted. He says, oh yes, Alphinaud, because there's an easily accessible method for fixing forbidden magics. He says, that's wrong. If it was very good, your comment is super based. Great. Alphinaud is eager to petition the Elder Seedseer's aid in rescuing Y'shtola. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the Conjurer yonder to be admitted. Sure. What do you have to say about this, Tataru? Great, good information. Silent Conjurer. The Elder Seedseer awaits. Pray, follow me. I shall pray follow you. Nobody else wants to talk? Who are these friends of yours anyway, Kane-sana? Are they just here? Ah, be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. Ah, it will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. He gestures with two hands and explains all. I thought I was the only one who had the power to explain things quickly and quietly. Doesn't seem fair. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However... However? More arm gestures. I gesture with one arm.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
Sure. Differences?
That being...
Question mark?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life.
Okay.
So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh, if only we knew someone who was related to Y'shtola. Whoever could we find that also happens to be in Gridania at the same time for summoner quests? Dang.
Oh! I know just the person!
Gasp.
Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Neat. We all nod our heads. AC says the cup noodles were better in 15 in my opinion because it made sense and fit into the world. Also is more functional to the story. He says they're Kane's bodyguards, they always accompany her. Says those are Kane-san's bowlmen for, whole things. Well, says I wonder. AC says, imagine asking the elementals to find something without using words and only through feelings. What a headache. Ah, it's easy. You have to feel ways about stuff, man. Gotta be like super edgy and stuff. Be like, no one understands me. Alphinaud? I was not aware that Y'shtola had a family member here in Gridania. How very convenient. Forgive me, I've grown so accustomed to being laughed at by the Fates, I can't help but mistrust them when they smile on us. We must, of course, seek the woman out at once. You know what, I guess for the sake of this, we're gonna go ahead and be a summoner. So that's gonna feel more appropriate. Ace says, imagine asking the... Oh, well, it says, point at Mitra and say, I want someone whose ether is like hers but isn't her. Like, Lolly, you can't say that. You have to feel that. You have to convey the very precise emotion of wanting someone that's like Mitra but isn't Mitra. You have to express your dissatisfaction with Mitra and your interest in something that is similar. And then asks the elementals to help you get hooked up with that thing that is similar. But also, I think this kind of proves that I was not supposed to know that Mitra is Y'shtola's sister. I think that was not supposed to be spoiled to me by Smo about 7 streams ago. So, Smo, that is minus 3 points to you. Sorry, you're right. Send emotion saying you want her, but wildly more popular. So mean. Can you imagine, like while Mitra's like within hearing distance, be like, I want someone like this, but way more cool. Like, Oz says she tells you. I don't know if she did. Like, maybe she did. Megan says a lot of 14 players feel a lot of ways about Y'shtola, so it'll be easy. Smo says, what did I do? Oz says during some request, does Mitra ever say that she's Y'shtola's sister? I honestly don't remember her ever saying that. And the dialogue right now is implying that I wouldn't know that. If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister is named Ymitra. Oh, you know her, do you? Oh, then that ought to make things easier. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apkalu Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. Yeah, we'll see about this. We'll see how this meeting goes. If this meeting is like surprise reveal, then we'll know I wasn't supposed to know it. But if it's like I already knew it, then I guess I already knew it and I was dumb. These things are very possible. Start, please. There we go. Megan says yes, she does say something. I says, see, you told Alphinaud you knew her. Well, once they said the name Ymitra, I said I know a Ymitra. I don't know. I still feel like I need to blame Smo somehow for this. Wait, where am I going? That's definitely not right. I need to go around this corner. Atune says it's supposed to be vague from those who decided books are lame. Tekken says I told you a lot of lore from offhand comments from side characters. Gulaire says Y'shtola does say her name in the ARR cutscenes where she blows up the tunnel, but other than that there is no clue. Lala says semantics. Lala says, oh, it's about blaming me. Yes, go ahead. Thank you, Smo. Thank you for understanding. Oh, hey, Naja. Naja says, I don't remember if she tells you, but it's probably fine. All femme Mikote of that clan with E at the start of their name have some level of relation to one another due to tribe. I guess it makes sense. And hello, by the way. I don't know if... Hello, welcome. Which is just to confirm, during Escape from Old Y'shtola names her sister as she and Thanker get sucked into the stream of ether. This is, yeah, she says, I'm sorry, Mitra. I guess that is fair. That's a real clue. I shall allow this. Smo, you were temporarily off the hook. Well, I find something else to blame you for. Mitra. Mitra. Ah, greetings, Creason. What brings you here today? I see that you have companions. Lady Ymitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphinaud Levelier, and this is Tataru. They curtsy and bow. I'm here too. I gesture with a couple of hands. Remember that sister you used to have? She's super duper sucked into the live stream right now. Probably being ripped apart as we speak. Ah, so you're my sister's comrades in the Silence of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola, but all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things, that she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once. Cool. Cat Girl has been added to party. Hayward, the Evershade. Hey, it's those two. Forgot about you punks. Everyone with his no eyes.
Raya-O, Arun, if you would.
Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, they all have horns. Never noticed that. Well, I mean, I noticed the Seed Seer's horns, but...
Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Pretty, please? Patiently waiting. It's shining brighter. Also, I just realized if...
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
I am mildly interested in what's happening. Oh, that's shiny. Yes.
There.
Found her? A Thancred?
Now!
Because Thancred was there too. Does he come back? That'd be really cool. I mean, Y'shtola's fine too, I guess, but... You know, Thancred was there. Just saying. Oh, it's a ghost hand. Well, what happens if only half of Y'shtola comes back out? What do we do then? Gosh. The blinding rays of censorship. You know, I don't know if the clothes came back out of the live stream. But yeah, I don't think they did. Rated T. Oh, she's wrapped up like a burrito now. Okay. But Thancred. Guess it's cool that Y'shtola's here. I guess we're not allowed to come close.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
Thither at once. They all nod their heads. Cool.
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
Sure thing. Hello. That's all we get? I helped you save the forest that one time during that level 50 White Mage quest. Just get a nod of the head. Oh, thanks to you too, Raya-O. Also, I just realized, I was gonna make a comment earlier, but Raya-O and Adrian are actual siblings, right? They're like actually brother and sister. Like, how rare is that for like siblings to both be chosen by the elementals like that to become Pajal? That feels extremely rare. I could be wrong, but it feels uncommon. Says, no, your family-friendly stream. Says, look, a nude lady and no weird bot popping up in chat making it happen. He says, kitty burrito, cat burrito is canon. Burrito. Everyone's all about the burrito. He says, does it come with a side of beef soft tacos? No, just says splish splash. Blair says, well, you got one sound back, though she's unconscious and naked. Though some might consider that a win in its own right. Also says, Exis is lol, all three your siblings? Wait, is Kane Sama like their older sister? Is that canon? I didn't know they were all related. Atune says they are Kane's siblings as well. Says, yeah, all three are siblings. I think it runs strong in their family. Oh, that'd be wacky. What a weird thing to be, like... Because I don't know if that's, like, a genetic thing at that point. That's, like... It's like, yeah, the elementals just tend to like us more. Let us pray that Y'shtola awakens. Sure. Tataru? Oh, Y'shtola. Just seeing her face again, it's... I've been so worried. Sure. As have we all probably, baby. Alphinaud? Oh, without the Seedseer's aid, Y'shtola may have been forever lost to us. I shall go to the Lotus Tent, offer them my heartfelt thanks. Sure. Tataru's surprise. Tataru needs you to fetch a few items for a crafting endeavor. Y'shtola is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurers say she's in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Y'shtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now, in the hope that she'd one day return to us. It wants for just a couple more items before she's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is with the Leatherworkers Guild and another is with the Conjurers Guild. Speak with Mistress Giva and Brother S. Sumiyan, and they ought to take care of you. Okay. Sure. I don't have anything better to do besides gather stuff for you. Claire says Pajal ages are weird. AC says Kana is their older sister. AC says Pajal are basically ageless. Kana says their parents must have been good to the forest. We just says, yep, Kane, Raya, O, and Arun. He says Arun does have eyes under his hair, rest assured. And I just says, oh yeah, Raya O is like 21, Arun 18, despite all appearances it's kind of disconcerting. Which is head of Conjurers, S. Sumiyan. Is S. Sumiyan related to them? Or is he different as well? Because I know he's also Pijal. I fell into the death water. I'm back now. So then the question is, like, if they're... Like, are they siblings in the literal sense then? Or do they, like, become siblings because, like, they're all children of the elementals or something silly like that? Etune says no, he's just the oldest Pajal. AC says, Giva is Leatherworker Guildmaster, he should really take up some crafting jobs. AC, look, there's a lot that needs to be done in this game. Hey, it's Biddy. I mean, I have taken up a couple of crafting jobs. I'm like a level 9 miner and a level 7 gatherer. That should count for something, right? Yes, Simeon. Ah, greetings, Grayson. I trust you've been well. Is there aught you require of me? Ah, yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. Okay. How the hell did Tataru manage to finagle something like that out of the guild? Something like even the guild master would have struggle using. AC says, yes, they all have the last name Senna. S. Sumiyan doesn't. Oh, that's fair. Ouija says, can only remember 4 Pajals. I think there's one more Pajal that I've run into. Living in Gridania. It's like a smaller town, but I remember talking to them because they had horns. They were like part of like a smaller main quest at one point. Like way back when. I think like before even like left Gridania originally. It's like I don't know if they ever really come up in like in the main scenario quest like for the majority of players. But there's definitely like one I talked to over there. Naja says, I think he's unrelated. The Pajals just have their own naming convention. There's some linguistics somewhere for it. I'm not very familiar with it. There says, Esumi is believed to be over 200. Exodus says, with his inventory management, crafting is not a good idea for him. Look, Exodus, I have so much space right now. You don't even know. I can manage my inventory so good. Randall. Giva. Oh, he says OAP Hesi is in Quarry Mill. That's right, yeah. OAP gotta have his Pepsi. Yeah, that's the person I think I was talking about from Quarry Mill. That's right. Sram says, oh look, it's me. Once again, very late to the stream. Hey Sram, welcome, it's you. Sram says, chat, what did I miss? Well, at least you're consistent, Sram. He just says in Hearst Mill. He says, OAP is really just tied to the Palace of the Dead, IRC. He says, got Y'shtola, that's about it. 7 slots, so I have only 4 filled. Yes, he says there's also Unikator, and yes, Esumi is over 200 plus years old. He's an old man. Cool. And Strom, you've missed everything. It was incredible. It's probably the best thing that's ever happened. Unfortunately, it was not recorded properly, so I guess you just missed out forever. It's really unfortunate. Jin says, my inventory is full because of leatherworking. Yeah, but Saram, you basically, we tried to get into Azys Law, and Azys Law said lol no, and so we had to go back. And then we found Y'shtola. She was hiding inside of a tree, but unfortunately her clothes died or something, and so then she was naked, but then she became a burrito, and now she's better. Gotta talk to Giva, that's what's happened. What is it? I'm a busy woman, so be quick about it. If you wish to place an order, speak with Randall. Here to retrieve an order? For Mistress Tataru, you say? Ah, you come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chimerical hide anyway? You needed a balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seemed to me she had neither. Great. So the guild's reputation for peerless crash was not even older. Into the project venue, banaries command such high prices, and no right thing to persuade such a... Okay. You're just talking about fancy leather working or something. Getting there. Now it says Esumi scares me just a little. Oh man. Naja, I'm glad it's not just me then. I was convinced, like when I first because I started as a white mage, right? So as a conjurer. The first time I talked to Esumion, and like he's probably a sociopath. Because like the whole first few conjure quests are basically about learning to because oh, you know, you're healer. But it's important to know the importance of taking life as well as giving life. And so then he gave me a list of animals I had to go kill in the forest as a way to show how good of a healer I was or something. It was really weird. It's really weird quests. I had to kill a lot of things as a white mage. It was a weirdly consistent part of my quest line was killing stuff. Which is, oh thanks. Ohap is also tied to unlocking Odin, no? Maybe. Does naked Y'shtola sibling nonsense as this is blocked? No Thancred and not from White Mage Sensors. Yeah, there's still no Thancred. I thought Thancred was with Y'shtola. I thought for sure we were gonna get I mean, I don't look. No, you know, we're gonna walk away from the track, but I just when Y'shtola came out naked, I got really hopeful that maybe somebody else would be coming out naked as well, and I was disappointed. From says y'all been eyeing my cat wife. Well, it says, oh, he is, you're right. So wait, yeah, that's right. I think he's for Odin, I totally forgot. There's his Neki Shoulder Azys Law. Tough choice. It says the first Pajal was Ohak Pota, one son of Jorin Lightheart. Oh, hey, Carson. Carson says the pugilist start is, I'm an old man, you go punch some shrews. Great. Says you gotta serve the balance. It says Grayson, Esmion is teaching you the rules of nature. These rules of nature from your racing. Oh, I love Rules of Nature. Such a good song. It says, I really do appreciate how the Conjure questlines actually explains that wild creatures have basically been warped by the ether released from the disaster, and there's a reason to take care of that. That is true, actually. It does kind of explain why everything in the wilderness is like so aggressive. Because the ether is like warping the nature of like all living creatures to some degree or other. So that is important information. The Seetsias are gracious souls. It gives me heart to know that they are our allies. Sure, sure. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope. That and that. Here you go. Oh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match with the other pieces. Truly, Ava is a master among masters. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Grayson. Teehee. I can't wait to see what Y'shtola thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we? That's a big smile.
Y'shtola! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru.
Yay. She's alive and stuff. We did it.
You are safe. Thank the 12.
I'm not even gonna say my name. Y'shtola, that hurts. I nod my head.
Something has changed about you, Alphinaud. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I mean, you were swimming in it for about 3 months, probably.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Yay, a happy ending for everyone. Where's Thancred?
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfilia might escape.
Oh, about that. Minfilia? Super dead, probably.
At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream.
Perfect.
The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
Oh, got some good news and some bad news, Y'shtola.
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find.
We were literally in a different dimension. That's about how well our search has been going.
I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphinaud. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Oh, so nice.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Yeah, it's definitely what's gonna happen.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
If Y'shtola's alive, then surely Wimplo.
Ha! There is the Alphinaud I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
That's right. She was talking to that old crone, learning how to weave. That plot point actually paid off. Cool. He's like, well, Tataru did something impossible. So Alphinaud has to go get it. Oh, I see, because they're gonna get changed. Fair enough. Gasp. Oh, so stylish. What was with that weird long glance?
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azys.
Forgot about that.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
Mm-hmm.
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
Pretty, please. Cherry on top? Or popote? Whatever you want.
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon.
Well, back to the live stream with you then. Tataru looks so disappointed.
But I know of one who could.
Oh? Banishment postponed then?
A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
Wait, didn't the scholars of Sharlayan like all disappear on that one island? That's still a plot point that no one ever really got back to. Like, what happened to that island? A whole island of people exploded and disappeared. And we never got a single... We never, like, got back to that. That feels important. Tataru? Hehe. Y'shtola looks absolutely smashing in a new outfit, don't you think? Toya. The name rings strangely familiar. As is inspecting her handiwork. There it says, Tataru is evil, this proves it. I'm telling you, Coulaire, you were right. Tataru has been slowly going down her, like, villain route. I'm sure by the time we get to Stormbringers or End Blood or whatever, it's gonna be her who's the main villain. It says, Grayson, have you ever wanted to watch a lady get changed in a video game that so happened to be a cat lady with the ears and a tail? That's, AC, that's an oddly specific question that I feel I should plead the fifth on. AC says, corn cheese's Korean side dish ram sounds just like it, corn with cheese in it. This is no kicking you out of the science then. This is Grayson as salty as husband is still. Look, I'm in mourning, okay? Coulaire says Mistoya is actually FF1 restaurant reference. Matoya? Really? Shram smiley. First says, good question, put a pin in that. Now says, the students of Baldician are heavy, but that's right, those guys, whatever, that island full of people. And like every now and then, like during the post-ARR stuff, they're like, oh, by the way, that island still super exploded. We should probably look into that. Oh well, we gotta go to a banquet tonight. We'll worry about that after the banquet. I'm sure nothing dramatically life-altering will happen during a banquet. Asa says, no, you're thinking of the students of Baldician, Grayson. Okay. Isles of All, you're killing me, Grayson, Wallace says. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It's all good. So Sharlayan must be something else then. Oh, hey, Peter. Onward to Sharlayan. Y'shtola wishes to tell you more about her former master, Matoya. Coulaire says all will be answered. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of aetheric research, she was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Charlene were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. Oh, so it is to the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go. The place of my birth. Alphinaud? Though Alize and I were born in Charlene, our days there were short. We remained only until about the Exodus, and I have not returned since. Oh, so it's to be a homecoming then? As fine a reason as any to go to Charlene, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. Ahem. I believe you've mistaken our primary objective, Y'shtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. I nod my head. Hey, we're about to enter our next area. It sounds like heading for Charlene. Charlene? Charlene? Charlemagne? Garlemald? Wait. I don't know. Stacky. Okay. Where are we going? Onward to Charlene. Foundation. Alright. Back to Foundation then. Exodus says BRB. No problem, Exodus. This way. That's true. Oh, we managed to find Y'shtola. Given time, I'm sure we'll be reunited with the others as well. Sure. Ah, so this is the Holy See. I should like to linger a while and take in the sights, but it must wait till after our mission. Damn, level 60 is a summoner now. Neat. Charlene is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Grayson, Y'shtola, and myself. Tataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let's make for Tailfeather. Where is Tailfeather? Oh, that's a big area. What the hey? I don't think I saw half of that. Oh my Lanta. We just says Ishgard first, then Tailfeather. Oh, it says Annex Shrine is closer. Oh yeah. So I couldn't remember if this quest takes you there. Okay, so Tailfeather. That's right, this is like that secret village. Where like everybody's like somehow hiding from the dragons. Under the thick canopy of trees here. The dragons could not possibly see them from under this thick canopy of trees. Ridiculous. I needed to go this way, apparently. Now it just says level 60 summoner's gear set is honestly one of my favorites in the game. I used a dyed glam for the job. Nice. AC says, oh, there they are. Y'shtola is wearing short shorts in Ishgard. What kind of hot thighs does she have to keep her warm? It is a good point. That's impressive. Well, it says thick canopy. It just says fur. Trevor says evening, everyone. Oh, hey, Trevor. Welcome and howdy. We're playing Final Fantasy. Alphinaud? Oh, when last we set foot here, Estinian and the Isael were with us. Though it was not all that long ago, I find myself strangely taken by nostalgia. Yeah, what a happy fun time that was. A long soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. But rest assured my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. Sure, sure. Whatever you say, boss. Alphinaud? That's right, okay, same stuff. Versus, I'm late, I was helping my cousin fight the end dragon in Minecraft while he was streaming. Nice. Gotta get that end dragon. Y'shtola is ready to press on westward to the Dravanian hinterlands. The great new nation. You know, it's funny, like, with Minecraft, it still boggles me that there's, like, kind of like an end point in that game. Like, it's weird to me. Like, and I think the end dragon's been around for a long time now. Like, I don't know, I've never really played much Minecraft, and the Minecraft I did play was, like, from way back when that game was, like, still in beta, so. There's, like, so much stuff about Minecraft just, like, mystifies me these days. Dravanian hinterlands. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Charlayan. Once we descend into the mountain path, we will arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them and the dragons both. Oh boy. Where am I going? Oh. Annex Shrine first, it looks like. Oh, Grotius says, howdy. Howdy, Grover. Sorry, did I teleport away from you? I might have. Okay, we're going this way. There actually is a lesson in humility. Hi, Soma. It might be... Is this up the top? Is this like through the top area? Does anyone know? Or no, the top area takes you up to the Churning Mists, right? So that can't be right. And hold on, I need to be a Dragoon. For thematic reasons. Actually, hold on. There's a blue quest somewhere on this corner. And that quest has my name on it. My name on it? Hey. Home gone? Take no pleasure in preying on the weak. If you cannot best comb Scorth, I have no business with you. Battle with you? I'd rather not waste my time. Perhaps Comb Gone would find me amusing something so trivial. To fight 3 dragons in a row. Headgum. I don't understand. Man is not fit to battle with dragons. Nevertheless, I will do as father asks. Oh, that's right, I had a quest where I had to fight these dragons. I forgot about that. Oh, this guy's gonna die. Over here, dragon. I'm in the wrong thing. Hold on. I'm specifically in dragon killing mode, you fool. Actually, you know what? I should probably find at this point. But I will. Oops. Inventory. Don't look. Nobody look in my inventory. Nobody worry about it. It's fine. I just need to summon my dragon chocobo real quick. Nobody worry about it. Comb gun. It's not possible. My brothers will make you pay. This is gonna give you a lift, but you enjoy the run. To Sunday stream Aether Currents. Probably should do the Aether Currents, Lolly. You're right. Blair says, yeah, he needs flank for some of these zones. They are huge, especially Sea of Clouds. So, Strom, don't look at the inventory. Don't do it. I do not see it. My eyes are... Nobody worry about my inventory. It's perfect. It's clean. How dare you do such a thing to Comb Gone? You may have beaten him, but your game ends here. Alright. I totally forgot this was a quest I accepted like a long time ago. That one like mother dragon was like, hey, go beat up my stupid kids. They're the worst. so sad. He just like lies there dead. Basically, he did stab him with a spear. What did you... But how? Where did you obtain such power? No matter. Combe Kerr will deal with you yet. What trickery is this? I will not let you make a mockery of me and my brothers. Great, good. Are you level 54 or something? Well, I sure do love fighting children. It makes me feel like I'm very cool. Wait, I'm gonna... keeping my eye on the body. Dang it. He's quick. So this is the strength of man. Perhaps we've underestimated your kind. I did it. Hi, Soma. As the Sea of Clouds is awful, I'm so glad they updated the location of all the old ether currents with EW's release. So I was killing the baby dragons. Carson striking the child is a cultural touchstone of Carson's land. That says, honestly, all three of them could be older than you. Just because they're small doesn't mean they're young. It says, beating up your elders. Shaking my head. No, actually, I think the dragon did make a comment about how they're like... they were all like in their 50s or something, technically. But... where do I need to go to turn in that quest, even? I have to go back up to... wait. I need to... lesson humility. I'm just gonna go hurry and turn this in real quick since we're here. And it says, knowing how old dragons can get, you can always bet they're still older than most of man. I mean, this is probably true. I think if I... ooh, can I please... okay. I think that dragon was up top, if I remember right. Neptune says, what is that journal? So many quests. Neptune, look, don't judge me in my inventory, okay? It's fine. Everything is perfectly planned. I'm definitely not just delaying, I'm not procrastinating anything. I definitely don't have like 5 quests that have been finished for a month that I could go turn in anytime. Escasa killed your children. Reward with... oh, give me rewards. Dadgum. So the younglings have learned their place. The grave. Do not worry. My intention is not to foster ill relations, but to teach. The younglings grow too prideful, doubting the strength of men. But thanks to you, they now understand. You're welcome. I pride myself on beating up children. Can I jump off the edge here and get down quicker? Have to walk all the way down. Oh no. Quickly, Silver. Away. Oh, it says you can mount even if you can't fly. This is if they're 50s, they're older than Raoban. Trump says, I was sitting on 2730 for the longest time and I only have 3 jobs. Trump says, lol, you gonna flee over to the red side now? Oh yeah, because I said it's okay, there's holes in the floor. Were there holes in the floor? I don't know if there were. Oh, too late. There says you could be lazy and teleport down. I guess I could have teleported down. That'd at least save a bit of time. Okay, but now we got the quest out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and continue onward to that red area of mysteries. By this way. Uh-oh. Been spotted by somebody. Don't mind me. That's right, you won't. Probably fine. It's not animal abuse if I make my horse jump off a cliff, right? Boy, this is pretty far away. It says I have 4 quests in my journal: Fish, Minor, SP Trial, and MSQ. Strom says one big hole, but yeah, Strom is impossible to see. No one could have found it. Oh, you think you're all so funny. Think you're so cool with your flying chairs. You just think you can walk in here and just show me up like this. Now we're all cool. Well, it says my Twitch app has flipped out the last couple times. Ah, that's too bad. Now it says, I think each floor of that building has their own hole you can fly through. Well, that's good to know for the future. Now we're all so fancy. I'm gonna go this way. The Dravanian hinterlands. Ooh.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams.
Mm-hmm.
Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas.
Right.
To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
They did. Also, how the heck did this city live so close to the dragons if the dragons hate, like, people being around? How did that happen? Matoya dwells on the far side of the Thaliac River. Let us search for a crossing. We nod our heads. Atun says they hate Ishgardians specifically. Oh, fair enough. Oh, so it's not really a city anymore. I mean, the point, like, it used to, like, it was a city up until quite recently, wasn't it? Like, up until, like, the war 15 years ago, they said? I mean, that's fairly recent, it feels like, anyway. Bunch of level 58 enemies around here, we gotta watch out. I smell an ether current. Don't touch me. No, don't touch me. No, get away. Stop. Too handsome to be attacked. There says the dragons were focused on Ishgard. Well, it says, yeah, the dragons had issues with Ishgard, not just non-dragons. This is like 15 years, yeah. AC says, not that close to dragons as you think. It did fall apart pretty terribly, considering, yeah. It's true, I mean, for 15 years, like, if I had to guess, the dragons probably have just, like, been taking pot shots at it now and then. Just for fun, I could imagine. Katun? Or Hatun? Hello? There's something in here. Don't mind me, Mr. No, don't mind me, Mr. Goblin. I'm just taking a look in your home. Don't worry about it. Ouch. Oh, you shot me. Ow. No. Don't do that. Yikers. Good job, Cooler. You did it. There's a lot of stuff around here that wants me to be dead. Where am I trying to go? We need to go up that way, apparently. Don't mind me, Mr. Magitech Armor. We're all cool friends here. No, we're friends here, though. We can't. I discovered a new location. God, this area is really cool, though. Is there, like, a crystal somewhere around here that I could, like... I gotta, like, save to? I have to, like, find that or something? Hi, Soma. Now it says places they can freely practice fire breathing without worrying about killing bystanders. Hatun says no. That's surprising that, like, a major city center wouldn't have a crystal. Unless they, like, took it with them or something. Which I guess could be a thing. Actually, you know what? You have angered me. You must die. I've decided this. Watch out, me. I did it. Cool. Oh, don't be grumpy at me. Stop, please. My tune says former city center. In the entire, you'll find one in the entire territory. Oh, there's like one crystal per zone. I see. And it says there's a lot of Heavensward areas that have only one crystal, and I wish I had at least two. It's kind of agonizing. No, it's kind of weird. Like with how many crystals there were in a Realm Reborn. Like it is interesting, like how many less there are. I do want to come back. I hope we get like opportunities to like explore that city properly, like as part of like quest lines or something. Hey, a summoning stone. Nice. Big West shortstop. Cool. Anything? Any of my stuff? I have nothing that can be repaired. Can't believe it. I just wanna... So it's like, it's weird to see people here, so what's backwards doing? Shh. Backwards is keeper of knowings and data, but backwards has nothing to teach Uplander this day. Great. Tap clips. Triple triad. Good to know. We're on an adventure. Also, that's why flying is essential. Oops, let me... No, it just says, like, Western Kurthus only has one, and I know the area was destroyed, but Lord, that place is so huge and the crystal isn't in the center, and so... Yeah, that is really annoying. Every time I went to Kurthus, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to, like, travel for a year to get to the thing I need. It says, love to pretend each goblin breath is just a Darth Vader breathing sound effect. Trom says, I died like 3 times my first time here. Trom, you gotta get good. We're getting there, I think. I guess. There's apparently a dungeon down over that way. There it is. Idleshire. Idleshire? Ooh. Neat. That says words. Ah, knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of Charlene engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlene journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be accounted amongst Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlene has become an empty husk of her former self. Pshh. Uplander is mistaken. Charlene has new keepers, is on cusp of new age of glory. Oh, good. Friend or foe? Goblins, here to plunder the city. Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. They all nod their heads. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphinaud's. We were born here. Pfft. Uplanders abandoned city. Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. They all nod their heads. We just like kill them and move on. My friends, please, we do not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like the civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. Maybe? Shh. If it is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. They all nod their heads. Strom, how dare you accuse me of war crimes? I'm just being efficient. That's all. Just saying, if we didn't slow down for pleasantries all the time, we'd get things done a lot quicker. Holy crap! Why? Alright, you know, you're doing good work over there. Crystal. I see the crystal. Alright, I think we've also found a good place to end the stream here. I'll probably finish up that quest. Just touch this crystal. Mine. I can also ride a horse in here, apparently. Yes. That says, I say idle as well. I love these guys. The gobbies, says Lala. Strom says, ah yes, German efficiency. Strom, how dare you. Trevor says, later everyone. Good night, Trevor. Yeah, so I think we're going to go ahead, we'll call it here, and we're going to find out who this Slowfix is all about and what's going to happen next. We made it to a new area, the land of Charlane, along with an unctuous adventurer that's sitting over there for some reason. So yes, we are hither. We've made it this far. We are in a new area with new goblin peoples to talk to. So this is exciting. We're making good progress. We found Y'shtola, which is pretty cool, I guess. She seems fine. And it just says this is the one crystal of the area. Want to go to that big area? Gotta go here, which is fine, but also yeesh. So yeah, this is a good pause. Thanks for the stream, Sistrom. This is essentially the Revenant's toll of Heavensward. So take care, thanks for streaming. Wuja says yep. Exus says night all. Law says nice progress day. Yeah, it was just fun. Thanks everybody for coming to hang out. So the next Final Fantasy stream will be on Sunday. And I think somebody made the suggestion, I think Lala suggested, we'll probably do some Aether Current hunting. Try to get all the Aether Currents in the area. And probably just like do like a whole bunch of blue quests. Just trying to like kind of get things straightened up in Heavensward as far as that stuff goes. And then with some any free time we have, we'll probably do a little bit more of the MSQ. So that's kind of the situation, probably the first half of the stream. Blue Quest, second half, MSQ. It'll be like a 6-ish hour stream. The way we do on Sunday. And yeah, anyone that wants to come to that is free to come. Tomorrow we'll be streaming about Warframe, for those who like Warframe, which is a pretty fun game. I like it. It's been a really fun one to play lately, so doing that tomorrow. And yeah, no, I think Saturday, Smo can correct me if Smo is here, but I believe I will be doing Saturday morning cartoons with Dusty Muffin. For those who want to join in on that, we get to watch fun, like, public domain cartoons every Saturday morning. Kind of been a fun thing to do. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all the announcements. And just, yeah, thanks everybody for coming to hang out. This has been fun. We just this great stream. Lala says, yay, yes, hunt flying stuff and have a good night. Lala says, did you see I'm on Jupiter now? Yeah, Lala, I saw your comment on Discord that you're already in Jupiter, and I say no. Stop. Slow down, please. You can't be playing the game for 1 week and already get farther than I've gotten in 2 months. That hurts my pride as a gamer. But anyway, yeah, we'll be playing Warframe tomorrow. It's a fun game. It's just a shooter. You get to be a shooter and you get to be a ninja all at the same time. And Lala is apparently becoming a super ninja at the rate she's going. But yes. So this has been tons of fun. Thanks everybody for coming to hang out. I don't know. I enjoy getting to play a very fun game and get to hang out with folks while doing it, so it's cool. Claire says night, I'll see you Sunday. Lala says law. Yeah, so again, thanks everybody for coming to hang out. It was good to see you. I hope you have a good night. Hope you have a fun weekend. And we'll see you later. Tekun says, don't be like me. Don't put like 2k hours into Warframe, Tekun. Holy crap. Well, this is by Tekun. You need to calm down there, buddy. Oof. I don't think I put 2,000 hours of anything into my whole life. Grief. Tekun says good night. Yeah, good night, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.